ready to head to Vegas? But before we go, we've got to go over the rules. Vegas rules, that is. Oh, I forgot my keys. Hold that thought. Matter of fact, come with me. So I know you thought we were talking about Las Vegas, but I'm actually talking about Vegas when we deliver oral presentations. So I'd like you to come on with me, and I'm going to talk to you about how to be the best presenter you can be. Let's go. All right, let's dive into it. Vegas, it's a 5-acronym word. It stands for voice, eye contact, gestures, a great attitude, and silence. I'll let you think about that for a moment, and we'll go ahead and get into it. Vegas. Vegas is a 5-letter acronym that stands for voice, eye contact, gestures, attitude, and silence. But let's dig a little deeper. Voice is very important when you're presenting. You want to make sure that you have rise and inflection, that you speak emphatically at times or enthusiastically at times. You don't want to be dry and drag things out because it's going to bore your audience. After voice, we have eye contact. Eye contact is really important. Have you ever had that instructor that just stares at the screen the whole time and doesn't engage with the audience? You want to walk around the room. You want to look at people's eyes. But you don't want to be that person that just stares really, really deeply into somebody's face or with your eyeballs all weird like that. Yeah, don't be that person, okay? In addition to eye contact, walking around the room, having good rise and inflection with your voice, you want to have really good gestures. If I'm sitting and I'm talking to my audience, depending on how they are, if they're leaning forward, I might want to lean in. If I'm presenting and I'm standing up, then I want to talk. I want to emphasize with my hands. I want to make sure that I'm keeping people engaged. I might even have some props that help with me with my gestures, okay? And then after gestures, we have attitude. You got to have a great attitude. Don't be the person who talks like this the whole time or talks about the fact that they just got off a plane and they didn't even know that they had this presentation and they're just here as a favor to their... Don't be that person, okay? Have a great attitude, be excited to be there, have enthusiasm. Then after attitude, we have silence. Embrace the silence. Take pauses. Let your audience think about the questions that you asked. It's okay to take a couple seconds after you've asked a question to allow the audience time to think before somebody raises their hand. Or maybe you haven't asked a question. Maybe you just add a little bit of silence for emphasis. And those are our Vegas rules: voice, eye contact, gestures, great attitude, and silence. Let me show you an example. Let's say you have to present in a virtual environment. That's sometimes very difficult, right? So you want to make sure that you really focus on the Vegas rules at this point in time. Use your voice, use your rise and inflection, have eye contact with the audience, maybe even plan to play some music in between your questions and answerings and break points in time, okay? And then, again, you can still have gestures, gesture with your hands, and you can still incorporate silence. However, I'd like to show you a mock presentation. And if we're not doing it virtually, you want to be standing up. So I'll go ahead and stand and introduce myself. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jamie Perdue. Today, I'll be providing you a class on SMART goals and how using SMART goals can help engage your organization and help really increase teamwork. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. If you incorporate SMART goals, it helps people take pride of the mission, it helps them take ownership, it helps your team work together towards a common goal, and it helps you drive organizational success really, really high into the sky. All right, it's time for a recap. How do you think I did with the Vegas rules? How did I do with the voice, eye contact, gestures, attitude, and silence? What do you think? Great presentation. You nailed it. All the Vegas rules, you hit every single one. Voice, enthusiastic and confident. Eye contact, you kept every single person engaged. You looked throughout the room and there was nothing awkward about it. Gestures, You used a lot of hand gestures when you gave the example of a virtual classroom, as well as when you were standing and moving your body to engage with the audience. And then you had a really great attitude. I love the whole thing. It was really fun, and all the silence points, you nailed it. Thank you so much. Exactly. The Vegas rules are really simple. 5-word acronym. You can use it for the boardroom. You can use it for classroom presentations. Really, anytime you need to give an oral presentation, always think about those 5 things, and you will kick it, you will rock it, and you will shine. Great. I can't wait to use the Vegas rules during my next presentation. It's time to hit the jackpot. Let's win.